friends. As you can probably tell, I'm like so excited. I got a new camera. So I got the Canon M50. This is my first video, obviously recording on it. I've kind of been messing around with it. I've taken pictures with it. But I'm really excited. I was just like, I want to start getting more into YouTube videos, taking pictures for the new kind of business that I'm starting. It's way better than filming on my cracked phone. So I thought what better way to kind of kick off having a new camera than to introduce and kind of talk about my new little business that I'm doing and give you guys like a plant tour. I was like, I don't know, I love seeing what plants people have, and me and my friends like always show each other the plants that we have, so I just thought it would be fun to like show the plants that I have and get some cool little shots of them. So I'll show the pots after, but on Etsy I started a page. It's Eccentric Creation Co, and basically I'm going to be painting little pots for your, oh my god, my neighbor. So basically I'm painting little pots for your plants, and I have like kind of a few designs I just started with, and then eventually I'll start doing custom designs, or if like you know me, you can message me and I'll paint a custom pot for you. And then eventually I want to do cell propagations. I think I have like 36 plants right now, so I have a lot of different plants. I'm going to show you every single one of them, but run through it kind of quickly because I know there's so many. But once I kind of get the hang of propagating them a little bit more, and I have like a few that I can get rid of, then I am definitely going to sell them. So yeah, I will put the link to my Etsy page in the little box down below, and let's look at my plants.
Oh, she totally wasn't asleep. Hi! What are you doing? Huh? So I have basically just kind of set up shop in my living room, and this is where I've been working. So right now I got this Spider-Man one that's going. I have a very interesting process, but it will turn out good. I have all my brushes and paint. This is one pot that by the time you're watching this, it might be listed. Brighter pink one. These are just all kind of with random geometric shapes. And then this green one is my favorite. Same kind of just like army green. We got Captain America. This one is listed, as well as the darker pink and the green ones. And last step for the pots, we got Iron Man. His eyes are a little different colored because they are painted with glow-in-the-dark paint. And same with the middle of the arc reactor. So, okay, so starting in my room, I just brought a bunch of plants in because it's literally like 90 degrees outside. So I looked to see which ones could handle it, and like the snake plant and the pothos can, but they were just like, the pothos is overgrowing, so I guess we'll start over here. I repotted it once. This is like a cutting that I took from it with a bunch of new growth at the end. That one leaf is kind of messed up, but it was just getting so huge, especially like this side. So yeah, I brought it in here. Has a new one at the end. I want to take this long vine and hang it eventually. This one is new and long too. I have my little jade plant. This one was getting so hot outside, I could tell, but it actually got a lot of new growth with the sun. My mom gave me this one, and there's a little, I don't know if you can see it, a little tiny baby down there. The lighting is bad because of the grow light, but yeah, this one's actually doing pretty solid. It had a bunch of new growth from being outside, but it was way too hot out there for her. Grow light I got from Amazon. It has a bunch of different settings, and you can just kind of move these around. So I just kind of face these towards those a few feet away, and then these I kind of have to readjust, but a few feet away. So I got this little table from Five Below actually, which is awesome. It's really big. And I have a bunch of pothos cuttings here. So this one actually grew like all in water. Like those two little leaves were growing underwater, which is pretty cool, but I'm a little nervous about like potting them now. But look at those roots, baby. I'm gonna let them get a little bit longer and then plant them. And then I don't even know. Oh. And then this little pot I got from Walmart. And I just have like random succulents in here, so I don't know what this one is, but it actually has, I don't know if you can see, those two tiny little babies sprouting out of like the sides of it. And then that one there is just a random little succulent. And I have a burrito or burrow leaf in there, a little chunk that fell. I have no idea what this little tree one is. And then a bunch of little burrow or burrito tail like leaves that just fell off, and I threw them in there. Chinese, I don't know if I remember, I'll put it on the screen, but it's like a Chinese version of whatever. It wasn't doing too hot for a little bit, but I think I was underwatering it. And I brought my snake plant in just because like this one is has grown a lot and it's really thick still, but some of them are like kind of bending and I feel like they should be thicker. I don't know, I've never had a snake plant, but it seemed a little sketchy out there. And it has a bunch of new ones at the side. This is like an air plant that I found in my apartment and I just kind of shoved it in there. I have a little snake plant in this little dude. This little succulent that my mom gave me, and it's actually grown a lot since she gave it to me. Pink polka dot plant. This one is growing like crazy. I don't think you can kind of see the little baby ones down there. This is literally from Publix, so I'm surprised that it's gotten this big. These two little cacti, which obviously are like grafted, so they don't really grow. I'm probably gonna throw them away soon, but like I feel so bad throwing plants away. Ferns are so hard to take care of. Obviously you can tell that like a lot of them are kind of getting dry and icky, but there is some new growth. I saved this one when it was dying. Oh, oopsies. I saved this one when it was dying, and it was the only one and it was so cute. I haven't hung it yet because I don't really know where to hang it and it needed more light, but I have no idea what this one is. So on this little like ladder that I built, I have a, what is this? White lily something like that. Obviously like all the flowers are dead, but I know they like rebloom, so I've just kind of left it because all the leaves are like doing fine and there's some new leaves in there. So in this little thing I just reused one from old plants that I bought, but I have a string of pearls, little baby growing in there, and then all these are burrows or burrito tail little growings that I finally put. This is like propagation soil. Look at all those little babies in there. They're so little and cute. I have a little aloe pup in there. I don't know what this one is, but my mom gave me it. And then these are all dolphin's tail, I believe. I don't know, online the dolphin's tail looks different, like it's more split up. But it's not, I don't know, it came in like a little, you know, decorative thing. Those new little babies there. And then this is like a separate one, and then it just hangs down. I have a little string of pearls, the little babies. This is the biggest pain to repot, but it definitely needed a bigger pot, and this was like hanging down when I got it with all these roots sticking out of it. So I don't know, I might even need a bigger pot to like spread it out more, but this is where we're at right now. I have these two little rando succulents. This one came with those two little babies already sprouted, and then this one also came like this, I think, but the top came like cut off, which was weird. But here I got a string of pearls, or a string of hearts. They're so cute. The color is like kind of weird, honestly. Like it's not really a succulent I would normally go for, but it's hanging, so obviously I love it. A Chinese money plant. That one actually just unraveled today in the middle, or like maybe 2 days ago, I don't know. But it has two little ones on the side and then like the main one there, but this one is so cute and interesting. In this one I have another like string of pearls that wouldn't really fit in the pot, and it just kind of came off, so I potted it in here, but it has a bunch of little babies. And then these are all like burrows tail little propagations that didn't really sprout yet. Snake plant cuttings, and they actually have worked surprisingly enough with this one because it was kind of broken, but we got little roots on there. I didn't think it would work. It's only been like a bug in there. It's only been like a month, and everyone says it takes like 3 months. But a pothos that I these are just like 2 cuttings, I think, from my main one. Actually, it might be 3. I think it is. Yeah, it's 3. But got new little babies, and then this giant one, new little baby on this one. Okay, I had to move so you could see, but this is my ZZ plant. I absolutely adore this one. So the new growth is green, and then the old, like older leaves turn black. This is the biggest, most recent one. It's freaking huge. It's not focusing, but it's huge. And then lastly, inside I have this giant orchid, and it has new roots, and like they're going. I probably need to move that paper. out of the way, but they are going. All right, outside with the last few plants. This is my holy grail, my alocasia. She has literally tripled in size since I put her out here because humidity. Another little view of it, like she is thriving out here. I had it in my room for a little bit. It wasn't dying, but it wasn't really growing. You can see like the way that they've been facing, like they're all going that way. It's just crazy to me that there's so many. Like when I bought it, there were like 3 like main little roots, and there's actually these little babies at the bottom don't really do as well. And like this one's not doing the best, but so big. This one is what I got my dolphin's tail off of, so let me know if it's not a dolphin's tail. I'm pretty sure it is. This giant succulent in here. These all kind of fell off and I just shoved them back in to try to grow some little sprouts. And then this little baby version of this one is just so pretty. When I got them, they were probably like that long. And these are all jade, I believe, some form of jade. They're like a softer, kind of easier to grow version, but they are all thriving. These are huge. They were like half the height. And then these, I don't know what these are, but they're just like thicker little succulents, and I just shove all the little pieces that fall off, and I shove them back in there and hope that they grow. In this one, I got 3 little aloe propagations. So this is from an old aloe plant that I had. This is from the current one that I had that I'm gonna show in a second. The outside of it isn't doing well, but that inside one is new, so I have hope for it. And then literally just today, before when I was moving my plants inside, I found a new little aloe pup, and it looks very, I don't know, like dehydrated, because it was like in the shadow of the mama. I never really get cacti because they need to be in like such hot weather, and I love having plants inside, but those are actually doing okay. I have another aloe here. It's grown a decent amount and it's rooting a little bit. So I just leave it in there until it gets big enough. But I love the look of these like classic cacti. They have definitely grown like an inch or 2. I love that they're like flat too, like what? All right, here I got my big Papa aloe. This thing is huge. It's so thick. I was like debating bringing it inside though, because this looks like it needs more water, obviously. I try to water it like every few days when I see that it's drying out, but I don't know, that looked kind of sad. So I definitely need to get a wider pot for it, but I can't really find like wider ones. But I know like if it's too tall and it's like the same width, then it won't be like really much different. So here is my main little baby burrito tail, or burro's tail. What is it? Wait, donkey tail. Okay, Google it, because there's like debate. This thing just grows, and there's a bunch of little baby growth in there, and I just throw the old ones that fall off because it's very sensitive. As you can tell, like these kept getting kind of whacked. I didn't even see this, but it's doing really good at the ends, so I just kind of never touch it and let it do its thing. This one's really pretty and nice and full, and then like this one's pretty and full. So okay, my very last plant, kind of sad because this one isn't the best, and I don't really know what it's called, but it looks like a little like palm tree kind of thing. It's definitely doing better in the sun. Like those middle leaves are kind of new.